Hello students, a very happy morning to all. In today's maths class, I am going to explain some word problems of exercise 3.5. Actually, some word problems of this exercise are based on previous lectures and some are different. So different one I am going to explain in this class. This is third part of fourth sum. Yash scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. Yash, he is scoring 40 marks in a test. How he is scoring that 40 marks? He is getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. Means how much marks he is getting for right answers, then out of those marks he is losing marks for each wrong answer. It means you can say there is negative marking. जितने मार्क्स उसे राइट आंसर्स के लिए मिलते हैं, अगर उसका कोई क्वेश्चन रॉन्ग है तो उसी के लिए जो है उसके मार्क्स जो है उसमें से कुछ कट कर लिए जाते हैं. दैट इज 1 मार्क फॉर ईच रॉन्ग आंसर. Second one, had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer. This was the first case. He was getting 3 marks for correct answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. Next condition, had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer and 2 marks been deducted for each incorrect answer. 4 मार्क्स उसे करेक्ट आंसर के लिए दिए जाते हैं एंड 2 मार्क्स बीन डिडक्टेड फॉर ईच इनकरेक्ट आंसर. देन यश वुड हैव स्कोर्ड 50 मार्क्स. If he is obtaining marks in this way, then total score is 50. But if he was scoring marks in this way, then his score was 40. Now, how many questions were there in the test? So, you have to tell how many questions were there in the test. So, which we want to find, that we suppose how many questions were there in the test? There will be total, but we can form pair of linear equation in 2 variables. So, there is need to suppose 2 variables. So, 2 things there is need to suppose. So there will be question and when he will give answer, some will be wrong and some will be correct. So we can suppose in this way, let the number of questions which are correct. So how we can suppose, let the number of questions with correct answer, that is equals to x, and number of questions with incorrect answer, that is equals to y. Now what we will write according to question. So what is according to question? Yash scored 40 marks in a test. That means total score in test, that is 40. How he is getting this 40 marks? 3 marks for each right answer. For each right answer he is getting 3 marks. And number of question with correct answer, that is equals to x. अगर 1 correct answer के लिए उसे नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन x है और हर करेक्ट आंसर के लिए उसे कितने मार्क्स मिल रहे हैं? 3 मार्क्स. तो x करेक्ट आंसर के लिए उसे कितने मार्क्स मिलेंगे? 3x. If you are getting for 1 question that is correct 3 marks, so for 2 correct question how many marks you will get? 3 plus 3 6, or you can say 3 2s are 6. So number of questions with correct answer, that is x, and what is the marks for each correct answer? That is 3. So total number for correct answer will be x into 3. That means marks for correct answer is 3x. but which marks he is getting, that is not only for correct answer. That is total marks obtained in this way, 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. जितने मार्क्स उसे करेक्ट आंसर के लिए मिले हैं उसमें से ही उसके मार्क्स जो हैं वो रॉन्ग आंसर के लिए कट हो रहे हैं. And he is losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. And what is the number of questions with wrong answer? That means incorrect answer y. तो 1 mark हर क्वेश्चन के लिए रिड्यूस हो रहा है, तो 1y. तो जितने मार्क्स उसे मिलेंगे उसमें से रॉन्ग आंसर्स के लिए उसके मार्क्स क्या हो जाएंगे, डिडक्ट. तो मार्क्स obtained for right answers minus marks lose for wrong answer, that is his total score, that is 40. So this will be your first equation. Okay, now similarly second equation, had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer, if he is getting 4 marks for each correct answer, so for total correct answer he will get 4 into x marks, that is 4x, and 2 marks being deducted for each incorrect answer, and for each incorrect answer 2 marks being deducted. So number of questions with incorrect answer, that is y. So 2 marks is deducted, so total marks deducted for incorrect answer 2y. तो जितने उसे right answers के लिए मिलेंगे उसी में से उसके marks deduct होंगे which are wrong, that is equals to 50, because it is given that then Yash would have scored 50 marks. So this will be your second equation. These both equations you can solve by any one of algebraic method. So solve it, find x and y value, and we want to find how many questions were there in the test. So what will be total questions in the test? So total number of questions in test, that will be equals to x plus y, which is given answers correct by him, and for which it is given answers incorrect by him. So total number of questions will be x plus y. Find x and y value, put in this equation, you will get total number of questions in the test. Okay, you can solve it after it. Now let's we move to next word problem. Yes, next word problem is places A and B are 100 kilometer apart on a highway. There are 2 places A and B and they are 100 kilometer apart on a highway. So these are 2 places A and B, and what is the distance between A and B? That is 100 kilometer. One car starts from A and another from B at the same time. One car starts from this A point and another starts from this B point at the same time. Okay, if the car travel in the same direction at different speeds, if the car travel in the same direction at different speeds, that means one car starts from A point and another car starts from B point. They starts at same point. It means if it is starting at 11 o'clock, then car from B point is also starting at 11 o'clock. And they travel in the same direction. If car from B point is going in this direction, then car from A point is also going in this direction. And they are different speeds. They meet in 5 hours. Then they meet in 5 hours. तो वो किसी पॉइंट पे जाकर के जो है वो 5 आवर्स के बाद मीट करती हैं. लेट वी कैन टेक देयर इज एनी अनदर पॉइंट, दैट इज C. If both car travels in the same direction with different speed, then they meet after 5 hours. तो 5 hours के बाद वो मीट कर जाती है. तो मीट करती है तो वो किसी कॉमन पॉइंट पे जाकर मीट करेंगे. Obviously there is difference of 100 kilometer. and they both are meeting at the same point. So it means the speed of the car which is starting from A, that will be more than the speed of the car starting from B point. जो कार A से चल रही है उसकी स्पीड B से चलने वाली कार की कंपैरिजन में ज्यादा होगी. नेक्स्ट कंडीशन, इफ दे ट्रेवल टुवर्ड्स ईच अदर, अगर वो एक दूसरे की तरफ ट्रेवल करते हैं, दैट मीन्स इन दिस वे, car starting from A point and this is the car starting from B point, then they meet आफ्टर 1 आवर. तो वो 1 आवर में मीट कर जाती है. ऑब्वियसली जब वो एक दूसरे की तरफ चलेंगी तो वो डिस्टेंस कम टाइम में कवर करेंगी. एंड डिस्टेंस इज सेम 100 किलोमीटर एंड दे मीट इन 1 आवर. What are the speed of two cars? So we want to find the speed of two cars. So let me suppose firstly which we want to find, that the speed of car starting from A point, that is equals to x kilometer per hour, and speed of car starting from B point. So we can suppose that the speed of car starting from point A, that is x kilometer per hour, and speed of car starting from point B, that is y kilometer per hour. So in statement we have given two conditions. If the car travels in the same direction, and second condition, if they travel towards each other. अगर वो सेम डायरेक्शन में जा रही हैं और टुवर्ड्स ईच अदर, दैट मीन्स दे मूव टू ईच अदर इन अपोजिट डायरेक्शन, then they meet in 1 hour. So there will be two situations. So first one is if when the cars travel in the same direction. So we have two places A and B. One car starts from A point and second car starts from B point. Though they meet at some point after 5 hours. What is the distance between A and B? That is 100 kilometer. So in this question, you know one formula. You know that speed, that is equals to distance upon time. Actually some students have confusion in this way, speed is distance upon time or distance speed upon time. Sometimes they do mistake of this type. So you can remember in this way, speed always we take in this unit, kilometer per hour, meter per second, etc. So kilometer per hour, kilometer we use for distance and hour we use for time. So distance upon time, that gives us speed, and from this relation we can find anyone, because here we have given distances. So we can find distance AB, we can find distance from B to C, or we can find distance from A to C. So let's we calculate from this formula what will be distance. So what will be distance? That will be speed into time. So distance will be equals to speed into time. Now what is the distance covered from A to C point? Distance covered by car from A to C point, that means AC distance. What will be AC distance? Speed of the car starting from A point, that is x kilometer per hour, and speed of car starting from B point, that is y kilometer per hour. And what is distance? That is speed into time. From A to C, the car is taking 5 hours to reach from A to C point. So that means time is 5, And what is the speed of car starting from A point, that is x. So distance AC will be speed into time, that means x into 5, it will be 5x kilometer, you can say. Is it clear to all? AC distance, that is speed into time. And what is the speed of car starting from A point, that is x. And how much time this car is taking to reach at this point, that is 5 hours, because these both car meet in 5 hours when they travel in the same direction. So we have taken this point C where they are meeting in 5 hours. So AC distance will be 5x kilometer. What about BC distance? That is also speed into time. So what is the speed from B point? That is y. And time, this car is also taking 5 hours to reach at the C point. So this distance will be 5y kilometer. Okay. Now we know AB distance, that is 100 kilometer. So what we have? AB plus AB plus BC, that is equals to AC. AB plus BC, we can write equal to AC. AB plus BC, that is equals to AC. What is AB distance? 100 kilometer we have given. And what is BC distance? 5y. And what is AC distance? That is 5x. So keep variable terms in one side and constant in one side, so it will be 5y. So we can say we have one equation, 5x minus 5y is equals to 100. To make it simple, we can take 5 common from here. So 5 into x minus y, that is equals to 100. 5 will go in division, so 100 divided by 5, but we will get 20. So this will be your first equation. Okay. So this was the case when the cars travel in the same direction. Now next case, when the car travel in the opposite direction. So second case, when the car travels toward each other. In that case, we have also distance between A and B point is 100 kilometer. But it is given that when the car travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. तो वो 1 hour के बाद meet कर जाती हैं. The car travels toward each other. That means car starting from A point and car starting from B point. They travel towards each other. वो एक दूसरे की तरफ चलती हैं. और we can say they travel in opposite direction. Opposite direction में चल रही है तो उसका meaning भी यही है. It is going in this direction. It is going in this direction. Then they meet after 1 hour. तो वो कितने आवर के बाद मीट कर जाती है? 1 hour. Obviously they will meet at some common point. We give it name as P. So we can find AP distance or we can find BP distance. So what will be AP distance? Distance AP, that is equals to speed into time. What is the speed of car starting from A point? That is x. And what is the time taken by this car to reach at P point? That is 1 hour. Because this car and this car, they meet each other in 1 hour. That means 1 hour में वो यहाँ पहुंची और 1 hour में ये कार P point पे पहुंची. तो AP distance will be speed into time. That means x into 1 x kilometer. And what will be BP distance? BP distance again speed into time. What is the speed of car starting from B point? That is y. And time taken by that car is 1. So it will be y kilometer. Okay, so this is distance AP and this is distance BP. Now what we have? AP plus BP, that is equals to AB. We can say AP plus BP is equals to AB. AP is x, BP is y. So x plus y is equals to 100. So this will be your second equation. So first equation was x minus y is equals to 20 and second equation is x plus y is equals to 100. You can solve both these equations for x and y. Solve it for x and y and then find x and y value. So this will be speed of car from A point and speed of car from B point, and you will get your required answer. Now last word problem. Next word problem is the area of a rectangle gets reduced by 9 square unit if its length is reduced by 5 unit and breadth is increased by 3 units. If we increase the length by 3 unit and the breadth by 2 unit, the area increases by 67 square unit. Find the dimension of the rectangle. So here we are talking about length, breadth and area. And we need to find dimensions of the rectangle. So what we want to find dimensions, that means length and breadth. So which thing we want to find, that we suppose, so we will suppose length and breadth of rectangle, and according to length and breadth we can find area of rectangle also. So let's suppose, let length of rectangle is equals to x units, breadth of rectangle is equals to y units. Then what about area, that is length into breadth, x into y, x y square units. Here we have given length and breadth in units, so that's why we are taking in units there. Okay, now according to question, the area of rectangle gets reduced by 9 square unit if its length is reduced by 5 unit and breadth is increased by 3 unit. We are decreasing length, increasing breadth. Then area of rectangle gets reduced by 9 square unit. That means according to this new length and new breadth, we are getting some new area. So what is that new length? Length is reduced by 5 unit. Original length is x, reduced by 5 units. That means we are decreasing by 5. We are subtracting 5. And breadth is increased by 3 units. Breadth is y, that is increased by 3 units. That means y plus 3. So according to this length and this breadth, what will be area? Length into breadth. That is equals to, and what is that area? Area of rectangle gets reduced by 9 square unit. If we are taking length and breadth according to this way, then area of rectangle get reduced by 9 square unit. That means it is decreased by 9 units. If it is 100, then it remains 91. We can subtract 9 from it. If length is reduced by 5 unit and breadth is increased by 3 unit, then area is reduced by 9 square unit, because length into breadth, that is area. So this area is of this type, that means xy minus 9. Now you can solve it further to get simple equation. X minus 5 into y. Firstly multiply x with this whole. X into y plus x into 3, 3x minus 5y minus 5 into 3 minus 15 is equals to xy minus 9. Xy and xy both are same in opposite sides with same sign. So we can reduce them. 3x minus 5y is equals to minus 9 plus 15 when we will shift there. So 3x minus 5y, now 15 minus 9, that will be equals to 6. So this will be first equation. Similarly, you can find second equation. So according to second, if we increase length by 3 unit, that means x plus 3, and the breadth by 2 unit. That means we are increasing length as well as breadth. So there is increment in both length and breadth. There was given separate condition. Length is reduced by and breadth is increased by. So we were subtracting 5 from the length and we were adding 3 in the breadth. But if we have given here, if we increase the length by 3 unit and the breadth by 2 unit, it means we are increasing both length and breadth. So if we increase length by 3 units and breadth by 2 units, so it will be y plus 2. So what is area, length into breadth? Then what is the area? The area increases by 67 square units. Then area, what was area, original area? XY. That increases by 67 square units. That means XY plus 67. So you can solve it. XY plus 2x plus 3y plus 6 is equals to xy plus 67. Xy is cancelled by xy. 2x plus 3y is equals to 67 minus 6. That means 2x plus 3y is equals to 61. So this will be your second equation. Okay. So you can solve both these equations. 3x minus 5y is equals to 6, and second one 2x plus 3y is equals to 61. Solve it for x and y. Then you can find the dimensions of the rectangle, which is your requirement. Okay. So today you will solve all the word problems of exercise 3.5, and 1 or 2 question more you will get related to fourth part of fourth question. That is different one and important one. So you will get similar to that word problem more questions. So you have to solve all these questions. Okay. Bye bye. Happy learning.